I was on the way to my house on a Friday night, going through what I'd spend the weekend doing. Hanging out with my friends was the first thing I thought about. It made me laugh because I thought about this 1,000 times, but had never actually done it. I guess it'll be another weekend of me mulling over what to do until the end of the weekend, I thought to myself. I'm not a very social person and would prefer alone time over anything, but I guess once you reach a point where the only thing that makes you tell the days apart is the date, you want to change. At least I won't have to work for a couple of days, I thought to brighten my mood. I was only a block away from my house. I lay my eyes on the walls that enclosed a bleak space I called home. I went through my pockets to get to the house key, but it ended up falling to the floor. It was pretty dark at the time, but I could barely see the road thanks to a street lamp next to my house. I bent down to pick up the keys when I heard a man who was surprisingly close to me say, "You looking for these?" In his hands were the keys that lay before me seconds ago. "Yes, thank you," I said, as I was equally surprised as I was scared. He looked like a normal man in his late 50s at first, but as he moved closer to hand me the keys, I felt a terrible odor coming off of him. "Be careful, son. You don't know who you could come across at this hour," he said in a deep, gritty voice. I leaned forward to grab the keys when I could make out what looked like bloodstains under his sleeves. I didn't bother asking him about it, as I was just too terrified and just wanted to get home. My heart was fluttering as I gave him a final thank you in a voice that took everything I had in me to muster. I turned around and started walking. The keys in my hands shook both from my stride and fear. I didn't hear the old man's footsteps. It was almost as if he had just stood there after handing me the keys. I started walking faster from the anxiety of not knowing where he could be. I stepped foot into my driveway, and my heart sank as the street lamp lay before me, two shadows, only one of which was mine. Before I had the time to turn around, I felt a sharp object pierce my back. It drove itself through my pounding heart in what felt like an eternity. I tried to stay standing, but my legs gave out. I fell, face down on the rough concrete driveway that still had tire marks from when my friends last came over. For the first time in what felt like forever, I saw color as blood came gushing out of me. It was the most beautiful shade of red I had ever seen. It felt warm and comforting, as if the earth itself was embracing me. I lay there as a strong wave of peace washed over me. It was finally going to be a peaceful weekend.